Alright, so you guys have been waiting and waiting and waiting, and here it is, finally. I'm going to show you guys off my stats. My amazing stats. I'm going to split this up into two videos. In the first one, I'm going to talk about PvE, and the second one, we're going to talk about PvP. So, yeah, let's just get straight into it. Let's go straight into it. If at any time you want to pause the video, please go ahead. Hopefully, I'm staying on everything as slow as possible, so you guys can all check them out, take screenshots, write everything down that you need to. But let's just go into it. Guys, I legit almost forgot, and I'm gonna add this to the start of the video actually because I forgot while I'm talking. I hopefully have the correct L resonance on, but I'll look at my stats again. So this will be at the front of the video. I'll show you guys my complete stats, and because I completely forgot about L resonance when I did the PvE video. But here we go, L resonance. My priority, skill damage. Skill damage first. Second priority, boss damage. Why boss damage and not polarized? Because you get more out of boss damage. You get 0.3 compared to 0.15 per. And everything you're fighting in PvE, everything that you want to fight that gives you the best stuff is a boss. You know, raid bosses and all future content, mobs are easy to kill. What you want to focus on is boss. And since this gives you more damage just overall, go for boss, and then you go for polarize. So here you go, skill damage, boss damage, polarize. Don't worry about MP cost, don't worry about cooldown. Well, maybe you might want to worry about cooldown depending on your class, but I say skill damage, boss damage, polarize. And again, here we go. Well, I'll take this off. Oh no, I keep Headhunter on for bosses, so it's important to keep it on. And yeah, let's put eroding energy. And let's look a quick look at my stats. Start at the top. Alright. Enjoy the rest of the video. I apologize for not talking about L resonance. Hopefully it doesn't change anything about the video. Enjoy. Let's just start with the most important part, the weapon. I have a plus 11 void weapon. I plus 11 this like quite a while back. I think like maybe a year or so ago. You know, some enhancement event. Free to play, completely free to play. All of this I have, just so you guys know, all of the stuff I'm wearing, all of it complete free to play. I have not paid a cent of real actual money for any of this. All of this was just like obtained with like ED or luck. Honestly, guys, it's just ED and luck. So with my plus 11 void weapon, I don't have the best identification. As you can see, I got magic attack level 3 and 20 points of resistance. Honestly, not the best. I would obviously want like 2 magic attack levels, but once I got magic attack level 3, I was like, let me not risk it anymore because I don't have many re-identification scrolls. So I just kept it right there. Hopefully they'll do an update like they did with magic stones and like they did with mystic stones, where you could change an effect and apply it if you would like, or keep the one you already have. Once they do that, then I'll start rolling these random effects again. Speaking of sockets, let's look at the sockets real quick. So we got maximize 12, attack speed 12, crit 12, maximize crit, maximize. Maybe sometimes I think about changing the final maximize one into another crit, something like between one of the two, because it's always good to have 80% crit. But right now this is pretty good. What else we got? Mystic Stones. So let's go to Mystic Stone menu so you guys can see it very well. Honestly, Mystic Stones, mine aren't perfect. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Mine are not perfect. I replaced the ones that I know, like I replaced the discs that I know I don't want. Like these discs are all the most amazing ones, or they can just like help in PvP. But even like I maximize 3, I can change obviously. But you know what? We'll change it right now. Why not? I don't need maximize 3. Let's see what we get. Crit? That's not bad. I would like magic attack, physical defense, maximize, omega wall, magic attack power 150. That's worse. Physical defense. Okay. So yeah, obviously not the best. My giant stone is more for like a hybrid kind of thing, because I use my weapon for both PvP and PvE. So it's got damage reduction. The other ones ain't too special, honestly, and I gotta change them all to be magic attack like levels or magic attack percents. Like, this one's good. This is the only good one, honestly, that I have. This is the magic attack level 1.4. The rest of them have something to be desired. So, definitely something I need to work on. So, weapon isn't completely finished. Then, let's go into the fourth piece of armors. I got blue area node, obviously. Here we go with my top piece. Level 29. All crit 3s. Revolver cannon 10. Attack 10. Obviously, I want to change that revolver cannon to a 12. I want to change that attack to attack 2 enhanced, but this is what I have for right now, and you guys can see the sockets as well. Pretty good sockets, I would say. I think I can increase that boss damage increase to 2.5, I believe, but it's just 1.5 for right now. So there's always room for improvement. Here we got the bottom piece, level 29, all crit 3s, revolver cannon 12, magic attack power 9 for parties. Obviously, you want to change that magic attack power 9 for parties to enhance, but for right now, this is just what I have. Random effect is pretty decent as well, and we got that maximize going on. I can even change that maximize 5 to maximize 6, but I think for right now it's fine. Random effect, another maximize here. This one's a crit. Then we got my glove. Magic attack level 9, only 2 crit damage, only 1 crit damage 3, and 2 crit damage 2s. Revolver cannon 9, all skill damage times 5, and effect is maximized, got some maximized crit sockets. Obviously gonna change this revolver cannon to a 12, gotta change those crit 2s to crit 3s, but 2's fine for right now. And yeah, I'm honestly really satisfied with my glove. Don't think I'm gonna change anything that crazy soon. And honestly, my shoe is probably the one I changed the most. So let's go into it. L2 level 29, 2 crit damage 2s, revolver cannon 9, damage dealt to boss monsters 9, crit 3, and you see those stats. I could probably change that damage reduction since I've made my PvP set. I've only made it like very recently. I'm probably gonna change that damage reduction into like crit or boss damage. So I'll probably do that later. But yeah, this is my only arena piece that is not plus 10, so I only get 2 transformation slots to put crit damage 2s. I don't even have 3s on them. Revolver cannon's not completely maxed out yet, and sometimes I flip-flop with the proficiency tier. I flip-flop from MP cost and boss damage, but I think overall boss damage is just better for PvE, because besides Haner, in most PvE content you'll be using pots, or like you'll have the help of like your teammates, like a blue hen, for example, or like other support characters that'll be healing you. So MP cost isn't that crazy, so just doing more damage to bosses, especially like 10% if you can get it, 9% is the maximum, is 10%. I would highly recommend it. There we go. Alright, let's go into my ice burner and kind of costume suit. Costume suit I'm wearing is a noble dual suit. It was an event item. It gives all skill damage 1, and I got some boss damage increase. This can be increased to 2.5. Got the hair from yeah. So my armor and hair, ice burners. I'm wearing a Mariposa for the skill damage. Nova just benefits so much from skill damage. So having that skill damage 7% is amazing. So we got the hair. I can increase the socket. Got the top piece. Really good socket for attack. Well, actually, it's perfect for both. Now I'm looking at it. We got the bottom piece here. The attack isn't maxed, but I don't really care about that. We got the gloves here, perfect. And we got the shoes here, pretty much perfect. Now for the weapon, I'm actually using Black Mass, and I got the two classic and amazing sockets. We got critical and maximize here. So I'm using the 3 of 3 of Black Mass. So I might as well talk about my accessories now. I got 3 of 3 of Black Mass. So the reason why I'm not wearing Black Mass for PvE, because some people do use Black Mass for PvE, and it really is good for PvE. The problem is I use it for PvP, so I have it more centered around PvP there. Crit damage increase and all that. And, maybe I should switch it. Maybe I should. Having crit damage for PvE and skill damage for PvP. But for right now, I kind of like it how it is, and I don't think the difference would be that significant to waste like my resources and like sage stoning and all that, just to change it up a bit. So there we go. Sinister Intent Set. I got 3 pieces of it to get physical magical attack 3%. I got the support unit, the face middle, And what is this? The accessory arm. Not the best random effects, to be honest. So I can change them, but they're not really that of priority because they're very much a placeholder right now, and I'll talk about that a bit later. Also, again, black mask stuff. Got the earring, got leg wing, got the coat, and I got the weapon. Really good stuff. Again, all skill damage is amazing for Nova Imperator. I'll say Veteran Commander. For the necklace, so this is something I changed very recently, and it's the same reason I changed the MP cost on my shoe. I used to have the magic necklace here before because, you know, it was just a normal thing to do in my mind. But now I know from like doing more research about PvE things that it's honestly better to just have just raw attack, because again, you're getting healed by your pots, you're getting healed by your teammates, so just having more raw attack, it's really 3% from just one accessory. Like, it takes a whole accessory set to get that same 3%. Just having it from one necklace, it's absolutely amazing. Just open this back up, shadows closed. Here we got the Tenacious Ring of Fury, got it from Erida. Random effect is not the best, it's good for my kind of hybrid style that I play. I can make it more like PvE centered, or like I can make two and make one for PvE, one for PvP. But for right now, I think this is good. And same thing with Strong Warrior Ring. It's kind of like my hybrid style. It could be better if I want to be through the PvE. Or through the PvP, I can make another one. But you know, it's for right now. Really good, really good. Okay, what else is there? Oh yeah, Walking Guard as well. Some Erida thing. I got Strength Skill 20. Strength Skill 10%. Obviously this is what Nova Imperator wants. He just wants to do as much damage as possible. And you see my stats on the side. Magic power probably not as high as it could be if I fix my Mystic Stones. Crit chance, have like a nice 80, crit damage, 182. I want to get this higher. Maximize, so with Maximize, with Nova, you always want it to be at about 80, and I think everybody usually does that. But you can be a bit more lax with Maximize because of one of the passives he has. Where is it? It gives him like free Maximize. Here we go. Overheat will increase attack power and have an increased chance to activate Maximize during this duration. Attack damage increase 5%, Maximize chance additional 20%. So this adds a 20%, just raw 20% onto your Maximize. It doesn't show here because the conditions of this is during overheat. So while you have the overheat buff, you just get 20% increased Maximize, and you should always be in the overheat buff if you're playing Nova. So this will always happen. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up on your screen, but you're getting that 20% as a buff. But it kind of makes it better because it is a buff, that it's just raw 20%. So you know, it's a blessing and a curse. Additional damage, probably remove some of the additional damage I have and like turn that into like crit chance or boss damage. Polarize, which is obviously attack. Yeah, I'll just scroll to the list here. Yeah, I don't really have a script for this video. I'm just kind of going like off the fly, so please excuse me for that. Oh, I completely forgot to talk about this accessory. So this accessory is honestly one of the best in the game. It changes your awakening and decreases your physical magical attack power, but during awakening you get 10%. So what it does is it changes how your awakening works, so you get awakening faster, but you lose it a lot easier. And you're getting 5% magic attack. So this accessory straight up gives you 5% magic attack while you're awakening. And you know, like I said before, it takes a whole set to get 3. This thing gives you only 3, this one gives you 5. And it's absolutely spectacular. Then the other Varnamir accessory is a Gate Fragment, Adaptation 2, and Ignore Physical and Magical Defense 5%. Absolutely amazing for especially raid bosses, because raid bosses have a lot of defense. Just straight up destroying that with this is absolutely spectacular, and I love it. I highly recommend getting it, and it's quite cheap. It's about 100, sometimes it goes up to 200 mil. You know, honestly not that bad for a Varnamir accessory. This one is the costly one, it goes up to like 700, 800 sometimes mil. I recommend probably grinding this, and if you honestly can't get it, just buy it, but this is one of the best accessories as well as this one. So, I talked about before, like, these being placeholders, and the reason for that is because I only now started doing raid, and I wish I'd been doing it for a while. I've only now been doing raid, and I want to get these accessories. So once I get these accessories, I'll have to change my stuff around. Like as you saw, like the black mask stuff is like, oh, your black mask is gonna break. Unfortunately, yeah, it's gonna break. But I still have 3 pieces, and you know, honestly, the 3 pieces is the important stuff. Like the 4 piece gives me crit and like the shadow effect. but the skill damage is where it matters, so I don't honestly mind losing the leveling. And here we got Demonic Eye and the Weapon Guard. So once I have all this, like, you know, I'll just be so much better. I don't really care that much about the weapon. If I do get the weapon, I might make it very, very PvE centered, and then make my Void Weapon very, very PvP centered. That's honestly my plan for the future. But there you go, those are my accessories. So let's move on to titles. What titles do I use in PvE? So normally in PvE, I'll switch between Guardian of the Elevator Node. So to awaken it, and when you awaken, you get all these amazing effects. And then I can switch between like Guardian of the Close Space if I'm doing Haner or any type of boss type of thing. If I'm doing raid bosses, I do Key to Victory because it gives some adaptation, and as well as boss damage increase, and you know, recovery item effect is pretty good as well. I've been doing grinding, it's this one. If I just want to survive in raid, it's Eclipse. Usurper, this can help in the second raid if a lot of your teammates die, just kind of activating this and trying to solo it. But I don't use it that often. This is very, 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 very niche. My goal for titles is eventually, you know, Guardian is amazing, but once you awaken, you kind of don't need Guardian, so you can switch the title to something else. The one I want to get is right here, and I think it's called Dark Gaze. It's the one you get from the second raid dungeon, but I haven't even discovered it yet, so definitely need to work on that. Definitely need to work on that. But unless I'm forgetting anything else, I think that's it for my PvE set. I'll do a really, really quick rundown again. Oh no, I forgot about 4 skills. So 4 skills that I usually use. Headhunter, got the unique Headhunter. Always get unique Headhunter when you're doing Nares. Unique Headhunter should be your priority. I'm using Indomitable Will now, but more that I'm playing raids, I'm noticing that my HP doesn't go under 50% that often, because if you have Blue Hands, if you have Radiant Souls healing you, they're healing you so much and so fast that you don't go under 50, so you can't really use the best effects of Indomitable Will. So I'm thinking about switching this and putting in Eroding Energy, just so I can have more mana, use more skills, and then like changing this to unique, and then elite and then unique. I think that's my future plan for this, and I'm still kind of thinking in between Indomitable Will and Eroding Energy. Indomitable Will will definitely help in Haner, like in a scenario. Let's say I get this to elite or unique, and then I can change all my crit into boss damage, and I'll be tearing up Haner and potentially tearing up raid. But if people are healing me so much, my HP will never go down to the threshold, so I think overall it just might be better just to go with Eroding Energy, because that just still help more, and it gives you a lot of CP as well, as you guys can see. Just the rare version gives you a lot of CP. But yeah, there you go, guys. I'm pretty sure that's everything. Let's do another quick rundown. Look at all my numbers real quick. Here you guys go. Again, feel free to pause the video at any time. And just really quick, look at all these again. And once again, I want to reiterate, free to play, guys. Complete free to play here. I haven't spent a cent of real world money on any of the stuff I'm wearing right now. The plus 10s, the plus 11s, any of that, guys. All of that was bought with ED. All of it was bought with ED or grinding. You just gotta know how to do it. Just gotta be smart with it. And for all the people wondering, well, like, I thought this game was like pay to win. Honestly, it's not even pay to win. But let me not talk about that now, because in the future, me and Zerd, we're working on a video, working on a free-to-play video, working on encouraging players. It's like, this game is not pay to win. Me and Zerd are working on that video, so this is just a taste. This is just a taste of what that video has in store for you guys when me and Zerd talk about how honestly free-to-play friendly this game is. But for right now, I'm out of here. Hope you guys have a good time. Hope you guys had a good day. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz. Come by on the live streams, twitch.tv/MeteorFalcon. Your boys at ELS doing Kaching giveaways once a week. Usually that happens on Thursdays. I'll try to stream, I'm trying to stream once a day, every weekday for a little bit. But Thursdays is usually my ELS days where I give away Kaching you guys, and especially if you want to be free to play, that's the time you gotta, get your button gear, getting those live streams, man. But for right now, I'm out of here. Hope you guys have an amazing day. And bye-bye.